Joe Biden is doing some backtracking right now after making some new comments about whether he would cooperate with a subpoena from the Senate in the impeachment trial.
Do you stand by your earlier statements that you wouldn't comply if you were subpoenaed to testify in an impeachment trial before the Senate?
Correct. And the reason I wouldn't is because it's all designed to deal with Trump doing what he's done his whole life, trying to take the focus off him.
Biden there meeting with the all-important editorial board for the Des Moines Register newspaper, and he was hit with harsh criticism for saying that he wouldn't comply with a subpoena as Democrats decried the decision by Trump administration officials to do exactly the same thing during the House impeachment inquiry. And just moments ago in eastern Iowa, in Tipton, Iowa, Biden appeared to change his stance.
The whole point of this is anyone subpoenaed relating to this investigation of the president has to be able to have some knowledge to shred on whether or not he committed the offenses he is accused of committing. I have no firsthand knowledge. There's no basis for that. I would honor whatever the Congress, in fact, legitimately asked me to do.
Busy day this holiday weekend for many of the candidates. All this from Biden coming at the same time as he and the other top Democrats continue to squabble over high-dollar donors as candidates approach the fourth quarter fundraising deadline. Right now, Biden is leading in the national polls, but Mayor Pete Buttigieg has pulled well ahead in the latest polls in the Hawkeye state of Iowa. NBC News World Warrior Shaquille Brewster is joining me now from Marshalltown, Iowa, just north of Des Moines, where he was just at a Mayor Pete event, and clearly they get in there and they get out pretty quickly because they're already wrapping up. First up, let's talk about Biden, Shaq, because it appears that he's backtracking a little bit on his comments that he made about defying that subpoena. Why?
You know, it's not clear exactly why, or there was some criticism for it, but just how this whole situation started, it's just not clear why he got into it in this type of way. Let's just start out with the fact that this is a hypothetical situation that we're talking about. Vice President Biden has not been issued a subpoena in the impeachment process against President Trump. We still don't know how that trial will happen in the Senate and what that process will be. So when asked about whether or not he would comply with the subpoena, which is a comment he addressed a little bit earlier in the month, he then went off with that comment and then had to backtrack. He tweeted about it this morning, talking about the fact that he doesn't believe there's a legal basis for that subpoena, but he says he's complied with subpoenas throughout his whole entire career. I'll tell you, this is not what the campaign would want to be talking about right now. They do want to be talking about the voters. We're just coming off the Christmas break, coming into that crucial time, just about a month away from the Iowa caucus. So they want to be talking about the issues, not necessarily about President Trump's impeachment. It goes to the point Vice President Biden was trying to make, where he says that the goal of the president is to shift the attention away from him onto the candidates. And I think that's what he's getting kind of stuck in right now.